carry emotions, the weight of the ocean. You keep climbing mountains.
Hello everyone, let's travel to South Dakota, the Mount Rushmore State. Capital city, Pierre. Population as of July 1st, 2023 estimate 919,318. Main religion, Christianity. South Dakota demographics: white 82.62%, Native Americans 8.31%, two or more races 4.73%, Black or African American 2.19%, Asian 1.44%, other race 0.99%, Pacific Islander 0.09%. I'm in the camp that says that if you're to the right of South Dakota on anything, you should use that as the moment to recalibrate core values. That's according to John Fetterman. John Fetterman is a U.S. Senator from Pennsylvania. Join us in exploring further one of the beautiful states of America, South Dakota. Are you ready, guys? Let's go! South Dakota is a U.S. state in the north-central region of the United States. It is also part of the Great Plains. South Dakota is named after the Dakota Sioux tribe, which comprises a large portion of the population with 9 reservations currently in the state and has historically dominated the territory. South Dakota is the 17th largest by area, but the 5th least populous and the 5th least densely populated of the 50 United States. Pierre is the state capital, and Sioux Falls, with a population of about 213,900, is South Dakota's most populous city. The state is bisected by the Missouri River, dividing South Dakota into 2 geographically and socially distinct halves, known to residents as East River and West River. South Dakota is bordered by the states of North Dakota to the north, Minnesota to the east, Iowa to the southeast, Nebraska to the south, Wyoming to the west, and Montana to the northwest. Humans have inhabited the area of several millennia, with the Sioux becoming dominant by the early 19th century. In the late 19th century, European American settlement intensified after a gold rush in the Black Hills and the construction of railroads from the east. Encroaching miners and settlers triggered a number of Indian wars, ending with the Wounded Knee Massacre in 1890. As the southern part of the former Dakota Territory, South Dakota became a state on November 2, 1889, simultaneously with North Dakota. They are the 39th and 40th states admitted to the Union. President Benjamin Harrison shuffled the statehood papers before signing them so that no one could tell which became a state first. Key events in the 20th century included the Dust Bowl and Great Depression, increased federal spending during the 1940s and 1950s for agriculture and defense, and an industrialization of agriculture that has reduced family farming. Eastern South Dakota is home to most of the state's population, and the area's fertile soil is used to grow a variety of crops. West of the Missouri River, ranching is the predominant agricultural activity, and the economy is more dependent on tourism and defense spending. Most of the Native American reservations are in West River. The Black Hills, a group of low pine-covered mountains sacred to the Sioux, is the southwest part of the state. Mount Rushmore, a major tourist destination, is there. South Dakota has a temperate continental climate with 4 distinct seasons and precipitation ranging from moderate in the east to semi-arid in the west. The state's ecology features species typical of North American grassland bloom. Deadwood City. Deadwood City is a city that serves as county seat of Lawrence County, South Dakota, United States. It was named by early settlers after the dead trees found in the gulch. The city had its heyday from 1876 to 1879 after gold deposits had been discovered there, leading to the Black Hills Gold Rush. At its height, the city had a population of 25,000, attracting Old West figures such as Wyatt Earp Calamity Jane and Wild Bill Hickok, who was killed there. The population was 1,156 at the 2020 census. The entire town has been designated as a National Historic Landmark District for its well-preserved Gold Rush era architecture. Deadwood's proximity to Lead often prompts the two towns being collectively named Lead Deadwood. This is Lead. Lead is a city in Lawrence County, South Dakota, United States. The population was 2,982 at the 2020 census. Lead is located in western South Dakota in the Black Hills near the Wyoming state line. The city was officially founded on July 10, 1876 after the discovery of gold. The city was named for the leads or lodes of the deposits of valuable ores. It is the site of the Homestake Mine, the largest, deepest 8,240 feet or 2,510 meters and most productive gold mine in the Western Hemisphere before closing in January 2002. By 1910, Lead has a population of 8,382, making it the second largest town in South Dakota. Lead was founded as a company town by the Homestake Mining Company, which ran the nearby Homestake Mine. Phoebe Hearst, wife of George Hearst, one of the principals, was instrumental in making Lead more livable. She established the Hearst Free Public Library in town, and in 1900, the Hearst Free Kindergarten. Phoebe Hearst and Thomas Greer, the Homestake Mine superintendent, worked together to create the Homestake Opera House and Recreation Center for the benefit of minor workers and their families. Phoebe Hearst donated regularly to Lead's churches and provided college scholarships from Lead Deadwood School, which holds a staff of over 130 for the children of mine and mill workers. Are you enjoying the motorcycle or motorbike rides? What do you think is the difference between the term motorcycle and a motorbike? Well, according to our source, there is no true difference between a motorcycle and a motorbike. The two terms are interchangeable and used to describe the exact same type of vehicle, while the term motorbike is generally used to refer to smaller motorcycles. No formal distinction has ever been made between the two. The term motorcycle can be used to describe more than just bicycle like motorized vehicles, since it includes three-wheeled vehicles as well. But normally, if you're in UK, the term being used is the motorbike. The question is it safe to travel to South Dakota? The state has had a 25% increase in overall crime in the last couple of years, but it is still mostly safe. In a national survey, 74% of the state's residents said they felt safe, 7th best in the nation. Basic safety precautions you would take anywhere should keep you safe in South Dakota. South Dakota is a state of natural wonders known for its vast landscapes and iconic attractions. Let's delve into the safety aspects. Overall risk: South Dakota has experienced a 25% increase in overall crime in recent years, but it remains mostly safe. In a national survey, 74% of residents expressed feeling safe, ranking it 7th best in the nation. Basic safety precautions you take anywhere should suffice in South Dakota. Transport and taxis risk. While public transportation is scarce, taxis are licensed and available for airport transfers. However, renting a car is often a better option for travel within the state. Pickpockets risk. Instances of pickpocketing are rare, especially in the less crowded areas of South Dakota. Natural disaster risk. The state's mountainous terrain poses a risk of earthquakes, and the weather can be challenging. Spring and summer bring tornadoes, while winters can be snowy and icy, affecting travel conditions. Mugging risk. South Dakota ranks low in mugging incidents. Property crime is greater concern than personal safety. Then we have the terrorism risk. International terrorism is unlikely to impact a sparsely populated state like South Dakota. Domestic extremism is growing concern, but has seen few incidents. In summary, South Dakota's national parks such as Mount Rushmore, Wind Cave, and Badlands are safe for travelers. Enjoy the natural beauty and take necessary precautions.
Was never what I meant to do for us. Even though you're okay, I wish that I could give you all of me for you to see. I'm not sure that we can keep getting robbed of emotion. Bide our time and proceed to calculate in the equation all this time that we bleed to keep getting robbed
Please stay tuned. Please do not forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Experience the striking natural beauty of the Spearfish Canyon Scenic Byway as you travel along a winding road that meanders through towering limestone cliffs, waterfalls, and abundant wildlife. This 22-mile road is one of the most awe-inspiring drives in the Black Hills, with breathtaking panoramic views, historic landmarks, and scenic overlooks, making it a must-see destination for any avid natural or nature lover. The Black Hills Central Railroad is a heritage railroad that operates in Keystone, South Dakota, United States. The railroad was added to the National Register of Historic Places on February 5, 2003. It currently operates the 1880 train on the former Keystone branch of the Burlington Northern Railroad, BN, between Hill City, South Dakota and Keystone, South Dakota. This railroad line was originally built by the Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy Railroad (CBNQ) to serve mining and timber interests in the Black Hills. It reached Keystone on January 20, 1900 and was later used to haul equipment for carving nearby Mount Rushmore. The Needle's Eye Tunnel. Needle Eye Tunnel is one-lane section of road that passes through a granite needle with an eye-shaped hole. It is located on Needles Highway in Custer State Park, South Dakota. The tunnel was designed by Peter Norvig, a senator and governor of South Dakota in 1930s, who envisioned the highway when many thought it was impassable. Let's go back to South Dakota. Mount Rushmore. The Mount Rushmore National Memorial is a national memorial centered on a colossal sculpture carved into the granite face of Mount Rushmore. In the Black Hills near Keystone, South Dakota, United States, sculptor Ludjan Berglund designed the sculpture called Shrine of Democracy and oversaw the project's execution from 1927 to 1941 with the help of his son Lincoln Berglund. The sculpture features the 60-foot tall or 18 meters heads of 4 United States presidents, George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln, chosen to represent the nation's birth, growth, development, and preservation, respectively.
We are the eye of the needle. I'm biding my time, I know the way this goes. I try to stand tall with nothing to lean on. All quiet and still, an echo that goes on. And I'm not taking back all the deeds that I've done. There's a lot that we did wrong, looking back on all of the shit we've done. I cannot believe that it's been so long, that we're in the eye of the needle. When you don't like or love me, I breathe it all out, then I breathe in. When there is no way back in, and we are the eye of the needle. I breathe it all out, then I breathe in. We are the eye of the needle. Then I breathe in. We are the eye of the needle. Just breathe it out, then breathe in. When we're in the eye of the needle, so breathe it all out, then breathe in. Of the needle. When you don't like or love me, then I'll face the eye of the needle. I breathe it all out, then I breathe in. The eye of the needle. We are the eye of the needle. Then I breathe in. Breathe it all out.
This one is the Devil's Tower, Wyoming State. This is not part of South Dakota, but the view is stunning, right? Stay tuned! Please do not forget to comment, like, and subscribe. This Devil's Tower National Monument was the first United States national monument established on September 24, 1906 by President Theodore Roosevelt. The monument's boundary encloses an area of 1,347 acres. It's massive. We're nearly done, guys. Please do not forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you. More of South Dakota. South Dakota can generally be divided into three regions. First, Eastern South Dakota. Then we have Western South Dakota and the Black Hills. The Missouri River serves as a boundary in terms of geographic, social, and political differences between Eastern and Western South Dakota. The geography of the Black Hills, long considered sacred by Native Americans, differs from its surroundings to such an extent it can be considered separate from the rest of Western South Dakota. At times, the Black Hills are combined with the rest of Western South Dakota, and people often refer to the resulting two regions divided by the Missouri River as West River and East River. Let's talk about the climate. South Dakota has a continental climate with 4 distinct seasons, ranging from cold, dry winters to warm and semi-humid summers. During the summers, the state's average high temperature is often close to 90 degrees Fahrenheit or 32 degrees centigrade, although it cools to near 60 degrees Fahrenheit or 16 degrees centigrade at night. It is not unusual for South Dakota to have severe hot, dry spells in the summer with a temperature climbing above 100 degrees Fahrenheit or 38 degrees centigrade several times a year. Winters are cold with January high temperatures averaging below freezing and low temperatures averaging below 10 degrees Fahrenheit or negative 12 degrees centigrade in most of the state. The highest recorded temperature is 120 degrees Fahrenheit or 49 degrees centigrade at Austin, July 15, 2006. And the lowest recorded temperature is negative 58 degrees Fahrenheit or negative 50 degrees centigrade at McIntosh on February 17, 1936. Average annual precipitation in South Dakota ranges from semi-arid conditions in the northwestern part of the state around 15 inches or 380 millimeter to semi-humid around the southeast portion of the state around 25 inches or 640 millimeter. Although a small area centered on Lead in the Black Hills has the highest precipitation at nearly 30 inches or 760 millimeter per year. Please enjoy the food. We're almost done anyway. And we're finished, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you on my next video. Please do not forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you so much again. Bye-bye.